In most of the world, a wedding is a single day. In Dubai, for the daughters of its billionaires, a wedding can be a chartered Boeing 747. It can be 5 separate ceremonies across 3 continents. It can be attended by the sons of a sitting American president or by the ruling family of an entire country. This is a story about money, yes, but it's also a story about image, about what a wedding is for, when the people paying for it have nothing left to prove and everything left to display. The wedding in the sky. We're going to look at 4 weddings. A royal family's daughter married in a hall built for heads of state. A diamond dynasty's daughter married 35,000 feet above the Arabian Sea. A property tycoon's daughter, whose guest list briefly became an international headline. And the quieter, stranger question underneath all of it, what does it cost, not in dollars, but in privacy, in normalcy, to be born into that kind of money in a city built on being seen? The city built for this. To understand why Dubai became the backdrop for the world's most extravagant weddings, you have to understand what Dubai was built to do. 60 years ago, this was a modest trading port on the Persian Gulf. Today, it's arguably the most photographed city on Earth. Man-made islands, the tallest building on the planet, an indoor ski slope in the middle of the desert. Dubai didn't get rich by accident. It got rich and stayed rich by turning excess into an economy. Hospitality here isn't a side business, it's the main event. And nowhere is that more visible than in Dubai's wedding industry, a sector that caters not just to the ultra-wealthy of the Emirates, but to billionaires from India, Nigeria, Pakistan, and beyond, who fly in specifically because Dubai can deliver a scale of celebration their home countries can't or won't allow the world to see. Part of the appeal is discretion. Dubai's privacy and security regulations make it attractive to celebrities and high-net-worth families who want spectacle without scrutiny, a controlled environment where a billion-dollar guest list can gather without the chaos that would follow them almost anywhere else. There's also the vendor ecosystem, florists who can source flowers from 6 continents overnight, planners who've built careers exclusively serving royal and business families, chefs who've cooked for state dinners. Dubai assembled, piece by piece, the entire supply chain of extravagance. So, when a Dubai-based billionaire marries off a daughter, they're not renting a foreign fantasy, they're doing it at home, with the best version of the machine they helped build. But before the developers and the diamond dealers, there was the family that built the city itself. The royal wedding, Sheikha Maryam Al Maktoum. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is not just a billionaire, he is the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai, the man most directly responsible for the city's transformation from desert port to global capital. So, when his daughter, Sheikha Maryam bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, married Sheikh Suhail bin Ahmed bin Juma Al Maktoum, it wasn't treated as a private family matter, it was a matter of state. The reception was held at Zabil Hall inside the Dubai World Trade Center, a venue built for summits and state occasions, now repurposed for a wedding banquet. List of attendees, appearing one by one like a state guest list. Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed bin Al Nahyan, Vice President and Deputy Prime Minister of the UAE. Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai. Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler and Minister of Finance. Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum, Chairman of Emirates Airline. Read that list again. This wasn't a wedding with a few VIP guests. This was functionally the gathering of the entire ruling apparatus of the United Arab Emirates, vice presidents, crown princes, the chairman of one of the largest airlines on the planet, all there to celebrate one family's daughter.
It's worth pausing here because this is different from every other wedding in this documentary. The Al Maktoum family doesn't need the Dubai luxury wedding industry to impress anyone. They are the reason that industry exists. Their wedding isn't a display of wealth for an audience. It's closer to a diplomatic event where attendance itself is a form of political signaling. Which Emirates crown prince showed up? Which family sent whom? Who stood next to whom in the receiving line? A wedding as diplomacy, not spectacle. This is in a sense the wedding all the others are quietly performing an echo of. Every diamond dealer and developer who later throws a wedding at Atlantis the Palm or a five-star resort is, whether they'd say it out loud or not, borrowing the aesthetic of royal Dubai and applying it to private money. Which brings us to a family that didn't just borrow the aesthetic, they tried to outdo it, 35,000 feet in the air. The wedding in the sky, the Popely family. Dilip Popely is the managing director of the Popely Group, a jewelry and diamond business with roots stretching back generations, operating outlets across the UAE and India. The Popleys have called Dubai home since 1993. In November 2023, Dilip Popely set out to marry off his daughter Viti to a groom named Hidesh, and he decided a hotel ballroom, however grand, wasn't going to be the venue. The idea started with his father. According to Popely, the concept traced back decades. His own father had once dreamed of a wedding conducted mid-flight, and the family had actually staged one such ceremony back in 1994, working with the chairman of Air India. 30 years later, Dilip decided to do it again, on a scale built for the 2020s. The plan? Charter a Boeing 747, fly roughly 300 guests from Dubai to Oman and back, a 3-hour round trip, with the actual wedding rites conducted according to Sikh tradition inside the cabin, mid-flight. Key numbers revealed one at a time. One chartered Boeing 747, roughly 300 guests on the flight itself, 1,000 guests flown in globally for the full week of celebrations, 3 hours, the length of the ceremony flight, Dubai to Oman and back, Bollywood and Hollywood A-listers among the attendees. Guests were flown in from around the world for what became a week-long celebration, of which the airborne ceremony was the centerpiece, not the whole event, but the moment designed to be unforgettable and designed, frankly, to be filmed. Because that's the other engine driving weddings like this one. They're also, in part, built for content. A private jet wedding isn't just for the 300 people on board. It's for the millions who will see the 10-second clip on social media afterwards. The bride and groom exchanging vows against a cabin backdrop, the caption doing the rest of the work. A wedding and a piece of content. Dilip Popely said something telling in the run-up to the event, not word for word quoted here, but in substance, that after 30 years building a life in Dubai, this was his way of making the city itself part of the story. The wedding wasn't just staged in Dubai, it took off from Dubai, and that mattered to him. What's striking about the Popely wedding compared to the Al Maktoum reception is the audience it's built for. The royal wedding's guest list was a closed circuit of the region's ruling families. The Popely wedding's real audience was global, anyone with a phone. That instinct, the wedding as global content, reaches its most complicated form in our next story, because sometimes the guest list becomes the headline. The guest list that made news, Hussein Sajwani's daughter. Hussein Sajwani built Damac Properties into one of the Gulf's largest private real estate developers, the kind of business responsible for entire skylines of luxury towers across Dubai. He is by most measures a self-made billionaire and one of the most politically connected businessmen in the Emiratis. Damac happens to be a business partner of the Trump Organization. The two companies jointly developed Trump-branded golf clubs in Dubai. So, when Sajwani's daughter got married and Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. were photographed attending, the wedding briefly became international news, not because of the ceremony itself, but because of what the guest list implied about the relationship between a foreign business partner and the family of a sitting U.S. president. Sajwani posted a photo of himself with the two brothers, describing them in substance as close friends and business partners, a framing that read very differently depending on who was reading it. To some, it was simply two businessmen with a shared golf course celebrating a family milestone together. To others, it raised the exact questions that always follow when private business and presidential families overlap. Where does the friendship end and the leverage begin? A wedding photo becomes a geopolitical Rorschach test. This is the fourth kind of Dubai billionaire wedding, not the state wedding of the royal family, not the content-engineered spectacle of a plane in the sky, but the wedding that becomes newsworthy by accident, simply because of who happened to be standing in the photo. It's a reminder that in a city this globally connected and